Is that?
Shit, and most of the time it ends. I'm more than sunset.
Well, apparently,
Yeah, that's it's one of our old.
it says live.
It says live. Excellent. That's a good start. We'll just wait for. We've got a few people that aren't here, so they'll be at home. I'm just hoping they're watching it and they can give us a thumbs up, tell us this has gone live. Because at Maroon, if you're wondering what happened to the live weigh-in, I mustn't have pressed the go live button. It was my fault because we didn't go live. All right, we've got a few eyes on. Just give us a thumbs up at home if you're watching. Let us know what's going on. Hopefully the volume's all good. Just waiting for at least a comment. Make sure we've got volume. Make sure you can hear me. Yep, Casey, thank you. All right, we'll get started. Like to welcome everyone here and at home to the third Bass Electric Tour. Now, I do have to say no offense against ABT, but we are no longer ABT Electric anymore. We are Bass Electric Tour. We're on our own. So if you're tagging, make sure you tag in the Bass Electric Tour for us. It's not ABT Electric. It doesn't help us out or our sponsors. So if you could do that, that'd be good. That's a sort of housekeeping thing. This round is at the Richmond River. We are the Uglyfish Sunglasses round. So we'd love to obviously thank Uglyfish. We'd like to thank the major sponsors, obviously, as well, Bluefin and Avatar. We've got many other sponsors that I want to give a quick shout out to before we get this started. So from the top, the Mercury Avatar boat, Bluefin Allocraft boat will be the major prize given away. All you have to do is turn up to a round. You get an entry and you go in the draw at the end. So it's random draw. You don't have to do anything other than turn up to the round. So, we thought that'd be fair on everyone. We've got each individual round sponsor. We've got the Junior Atomic prize. We've got the Wilson AOY prize. We've got the Dog and Gun Copy Director's Choice prize at each round. And obviously all the round sponsors, Tackle Club for the Big Bass as well. All right. Let's go. Just for those that don't know me and those watching at home, everyone's saying all good. That's excellent. My name's Corey and I'm running the Electric Tour for the year. I'd like to welcome everyone on board and everyone to the future events as well. This is an individual weight event to best two bass. So if you catch two, if you're lucky enough to catch two and you catch third and you want to upgrade, you can do that. All right, it is a live weigh-in. We'll be weighing in at the park at the end down there, like every other comp that's here. Just everyone know where the park is down the end where we'll be doing the weigh-ins. Yep, sure. It's a one-day session, so we'll give you the key tags in the morning. You take the key tags, you go out and you fish, and you come back. If your key tag's not on the board at the end of the session, you'll get a late penalty. If it's not on the board after 15 minutes, you'll be DQ'd. If you get stuck out on the water, we know it's an electric comp, let us know so we can at least send the rescue crew out to get you because if you get a flat battery. In the morning, we'll be running 2 tiers for the start line. Obviously, the early registrations will leave at, what time are we starting, Brad? 6 o'clock, yeah. So the early tier will be leaving at 6 o'clock and the anyone that didn't pre-register by the set date will be leaving 5 minutes after that. We will be first, second, and third place with trophies for first. As I said, Dog and Bone Copy will be the Director's Choice, and Big Bass will be the Tackle Club Award. Sorry, I just put the first code word up for people at home. Normally I have Alion helping me here to do the. I've done 2 things at captain, if you're out there by yourself or as a team, that you're responsible for the rules. So, the rules are up on the website. If you get stuck, there is good phone range here. Have it. If not, ring me and ask me. If you've got a question or a query and you're out on the water and you don't know the answer, I'll be sitting here with the phone waiting to answer any of your questions that you've got. Or after tonight, if you've got any questions, you can ask them as well. As per the last 20 years of most tournament fishing, and including the Bass Electric, it is lure and fly only. There is no bait and no burley. We all know where the burley comes from. Rodney? We're chasing Australian bass, but we will accept EPs as well. So if you don't know the difference between EP and Australian bass, if it looks like a bass, just bring it in and we'll weigh it in for you. It is electric or paddle with no internal combustion engines at all. So when we say no internal combustion engines, I need to make this 100% clear. We do have a bass boat or two here this weekend. You can use your big motor to get it on and off the trailer, but that is it. Don't be coming up from the boat ramp to check in on your big motor, right? The motor is only allowed to be used to put your boat on and off the trailer, because I know some of those slide-on trailers are very hard. So if you need to, use the big motor to push yourself up, that's fine. But when you're coming from the boat ramp to the check-in station, don't be on your big motor. Yep, well, Bo's not in charge. So, so if you're like pre-fish day today, you could run around with the big as much as you want. But yeah, and it's only 100 meters. So from there down to here, you can do that's not a problem at all. All state and government rules apply, and they overrule anything that we do anyway. So if there is a rule that is changed that we don't know about, and you've got to, be up on your rules when you're a boater anyway. So if they do change and something else changes that we didn't know about, you're responsible for your own actions out on the water. Are we all clear with that? Yep. So we are taking. Does anyone know the New South Wales minimum size for bass in this river? I don't think there is one. Is there? Is it 30? Because I thought it was only 30 in the dams, but that's good, because this weekend the minimum size fish to weigh in will be 30 centimetre tip length fish. All right, tip, not fork, tip. All clear on that one. This is a big point that was that we had some problems with the ABT on the weekend. We haven't got as big a field, so it shouldn't be an issue. But let's make sure that from the boat ramp we park. If you're going down the boat ramp, let's park away from town for us, please. So don't park in town. You're congesting where the people park to go to the shops. So make sure that you find, and if you've got to walk a little bit, you've got to walk a little bit, but go to the other side so you're not in front of anyone's shop or anything like that, because yeah, we don't want to cause the town any grief. We want to come back again next year. Yes, you can. Yeah, I don't know. Is it Allwood Street? Yeah. Yep. You can park down that one because there's no shops out the front, but just don't pull up trailer car and everything in front of a shop and just park there because it's convenient. And another one too that was brought up, which I thought was quite good in the ABC on the weekend, was a boat needing assistance. If a boat needs assistance and you've got to go and help them, and it's actually assistance like medical assistance, it's not just that they've got a flat battery. That's their job. You can go over and you can chuck them in your boat and bring them back. But if you're both coming back and saying, "Oh, he had a flat battery, I towed him back," that's why you're both going to cop the late penalty.
If it's a medical one, can you come back on the motor
Yes.
to bring me in quick?
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd hate to have somebody be having a heart attack and you're not starting the big motor up. That would not be very nice. No consuming alcohol during comp hours. We're all clear with that. One rod per angler at any time. No two rods. I know this is a tough one with the overhang. You get a rod snagged up. Either snap it off or get it off before you start casting another rod. All clear with that one. As per usual, I always say this is a bit of a joke, but speed zones should be looked at and out of fishing zones. Now you shouldn't be able to reach an out of fishing zone, I don't think, from here. There is a couple down around the slipway and stuff like that, but I doubt any of you guys will get down that far, so we won't worry about them too much. Another big one, especially for the kayakers out there and the kayakers that are here, no traversing any land mass to get to a separate body of water. That is quite crucial here on the that I don't want you dragging it up over the road and into the back of a drain. You stay in the main river like everyone else. All right. So just because you got a kayak doesn't mean you can, pull it up over a drain and get into the backwater that nobody else can fish. So staying in this body of water, please.
Stay in your boat
Yep.
as well.
Yep. Now this is one that sort of come up at Maroon, and I need to know these a lot earlier than what it did because it left me in a position that I'd already given away trophies and awards when somebody come up and complained. We need to know if you've got a complaint or a problem and you see somebody breaking a rule or something like that is happening, please bring it to our attention straight away. As soon as we've finished the weigh-in, come and tell us. This weekend we haven't got much help, so it'll either be Allian or Bo or myself, but come and see us. Because once we've given the awards away, there's not much we can do. All right. So if you see somebody breaking a rule or, God forbid, doing something wrong, you need to tell us straight away, not, an hour later after we've already done all the prizes. We all clear with that? Yep, good. If you catch a big fish, and this happened in round one with Maddie, catch a big fish and you feel free to send me photos through straight away, either to my Facebook or to my mobile phone number, through because they get really, really well supported and the sponsors really love them because they get massive amount of following and hits. So if you do get a big photo, send it through. We can put it up live straight away. It really works really well. I don't know how many of you guys and girls would have been on the ABT website for the live, watching to see who's got what fish and how and whatnot. So just a lazy photo of your big fish that you'll all catch tomorrow. Send them through so I can put them up live. It always works well and it helps the sponsors out, getting heaps of hits on our website and Facebook page. Obviously, we'll do interviews with the winner after we're finished. So if you do win, if you can hang around for 5 minutes so we can do an interview up and get that on our socials as well, would be really much appreciated. Life jackets and live wells we checked at the start line in the morning. So you'll see that little beached area down there. It is very muddy at the moment, especially if the tide's out a little bit. If the tide's up and you pull up, you'll be getting out on sand. But if the tide's down a little bit, you'll be getting out on mud. So if you can come across to the jetty, I'll set up on the jetty for the start line. If you can come across on the jetty, I'll check all your live wells and stuff off the jetty so you don't have to get out in the mud. And I don't have to trench around in mud while I'm checking everyone's stuff as well. All right, everyone knows where the jetty is down a little bit further. In the afternoon, the key tag board will be at the end of the jetty there. So you just pull up, at the jetty, run up, put your key tag on, and go from there. Now, fish care is your responsibility. We're 100% on this. That fish care is your responsibility. I will be set up from probably about 2 hours after the start. It takes me a little bit of time to set up. So if you do have a sick fish and you want to bring it in and weigh it in, I'll be here after that. But before that, it'll be, you'll just have to wait until I'm set up. But if you weigh in a fish, then that fish is done. You can't replace that fish, obviously. And when we do the weigh-ins tomorrow afternoon, make sure that we only bring one person up at a time. I'm only going to have 3 bags. All right, one for big bass, one that I'm weighing in at the stage, and one that'll be walking their fish back to the water and releasing their fish properly. All right, and then we'll just keep moving through slowly. The best place for your fish is not in a bump tag, it's actually in your live well. All right, so that's why we don't run a bump tag. Make sure that you're just talking and communicating to each other. If you've got fish and you want to bring them up, just work it out between yourself. Feel clear with that? All right. Once again, like everything, I'm not going to be out on the water, but if anyone is caught throwing away dead or sick fish, you will be penalised. Please don't do that. All right. If the fish dies in your well, that's pretty much counted as a fish. All right. And a big one here too. We've got a big crowd. Everyone's down. You know, there's lots of people in the park, and they will be watching the weigh-in tomorrow. They'll come down and they'll watch it. I want you to make sure that you're taking care of those fish and you're releasing them properly. If you need to, take those fish, put them in your live well, give them some rejuvenate or whatever you got to do to look after them. Do that. Don't just let dead fish float down the water in front of everyone tomorrow, please. You know, it's critical that we do look after these fish. And releasing them is not throwing them 10 feet in the air off the back of the jetty down there. All right, if I do see anyone doing that, you will get DQ'd. All right. If anyone is runs cameras or is running cameras and wants to send some footage through so I can do some videos up, please please organise it with me after the event or tomorrow morning, or so we can organise how to send those files through and those video files through. It really does help. It is really hard to get sponsors to come on board, but once we get them on board, if we can do the right thing by them, they're sort of there for life. And we've got some really, really good sponsors jump on this year, and we don't want to lose them. So if we can, they've been really happy with how much feedback they've been getting so far. But if we can, anything we can do a little bit extra, send it through. Even if you're not like Rodney with you, you're not huge on social media, but if you've got a camera on your boat and you want to send some footage through, we can get it done, because it does help. And it only has to be one fish from everyone, and it looks really, really cool with a little bit of music, and the sponsors all get their say. Don't forget, as per usual, the hashtag is Bass Electric Tour, or Bass Electric Tour Big Bass. All right, and then we can find those posts. If you put them on your own social medias, we can find those posts, and then we can share them out to help you guys out as well. I think I've covered everything.
Questions come through if they're allowed to weigh in sick fish early.
Yep. So yes, that's definitely you can weigh in sick fish early. Casey, as I said, I will be down there from about 2 hours after the start, fully set up. It takes me about 2 hours to set everything up in the morning. So if you catch one really, really early, I'm probably not going to be set up. But yes, is that the only question there?
Yeah. That's okay.
Dash of Cash Sunday morning. We are Sunday. I've been away for too long. Yeah, Sunday morning, Dash of Cash. We will meet down at the boat ramp. We pay our money down there. Bring your cash, $20. Go out for your 6 till 10. Bring back one big fish, and you'll win the whole prize pool. So the more the merrier in that one. So Dash does work really well. If you bomb out today, you can obviously win some good cash the next day, sort of thing. Any other questions on there? For those that are watching at home, the code words have gone up. So at check-in in the morning, I'll ask you what those two code words are, and if you can't produce those code words, you'll have to watch this live stream to prove that you've watched it. We needed everyone to watch it because of insurance purposes. So if you can't tell me those code words in the morning, you'll have to sit down and watch this and wait to go out. That's it. Any questions from out here? I can't see any of his. The lights are right in my eyes. All I can see is shadows. I think that's Nicky there. Any questions?
Code just on your.
No, you're here, so you're fine, mate. Yeah, it's only for the people that couldn't make it tonight that they've actually watched it. It's just a proof thing for us.
So you'll tell us the code word.
No, we don't need that.
You won't need
We
it.
don't need it.
Don't need it. It's all good.
One more for stuff.
No other questions on there? No, we're all good. All right, so I'll call that. That'll be done 6 in the morning. We will be checking boats in from probably 5:30. There's only a small field at this one, so I don't think I need to get out of bed really early for you. And what time do we finish tomorrow? Can't remember. 2 o'clock. Yeah, 6 till 2 tomorrow, and 6 till 10 on Sunday. So if that's it, we'll call that, and we'll see whoever's out there in the morning, and we'll see you guys all in the morning as well.